Hey, it's me, Kathy, and welcome to a fun play day. A while back, I made some Gyro meatball flatbreads on pitas, and I don't know if you saw the video or not, but when I made the Gyro meat, I had some left over, so I put it in the freezer. So here it is. It's ground lamb, ground beef, and seasonings. And I also had some cucumbers in my garden, so I can make some more tzatziki sauce. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but then I remembered that I had some egg roll wrappers in my freezer. So I pulled those out, and today we are going to make Greek Gyro egg rolls with tzatziki dipping sauce. And let's do it. We're going to start by crumbling our Gyro meat into a skillet over a medium heat. And we're going to brown it up and add a few additional ingredients to it. Our Gyro meat is browning up nicely. Now, this meat is already seasoned, but because it's half of what was, I made meatballs out of the other half, or 3/4. This is only just a little bit left. So I'm going to take some finely diced red onion, not all this, because like I say, there's already some onion in this, and add that, stir it in. So now we're going to add a tiny little bit of minced garlic. Oh, Kelly's talking. And now as a binder and for some tomato flavor, I'm going to add some tomato paste. Let's see if that's enough. I think we're going to need some more. Another little squeeze ought to do it. I used up what was left of that other one. I reduced the heat a little bit because we're going to finish this up, but the rest of the stuff that we're putting in here doesn't need a lot of heat. So let's keep going. Next thing to go in is some baby spinach. And you know that spinach wilts down to practically nothing. I think that'll be enough. What I'm going to do now is place a cover on this thing and let the spinach wilt down a little bit. I thought the spinach would exude a little more moisture than it has. So what I'm going to do, because some of the flavor is sticking to the bottom of this pan, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of water just to deglaze it a little bit. Get that good flavor up into the mix. Off the pan and into the mix. In the past, when I have used leftovers to make egg rolls, I like them cheesy. So we've got some crumbled feta, and that's going in too. Feta goes along with these flavors. These things I'm putting in here are things that you would put on a gyro. Not into a gyro, but we're doing it in our gyro egg rolls. So now we're going to stir this until the cheese is all melted. The feta is mostly melted. The spinach is nicely wilted, and here is our Gyro egg roll filling, and let's see what it tastes like. That is going to be so good. So we're going to let this cool down, and we're going to make our tzatziki, and we're going to make our egg rolls and fry them up, and then we're going to serve them up and eat them up and enjoy the heck out of them. In a mixing bowl, I have been soaking some dried dill and dried chives. Last time I made tzatziki, I used freeze-dried mint, but I didn't have any left, so that didn't happen this time. I chose chives instead, and that's just to soften up our dried herbs. And the next thing that's going in is some chopped up garlic, some salt and pepper. Some shredded up, salted up, and most of the moisture squeezed out. I want this tzatziki sauce to be a little bit thin, so it makes it dippable for our egg rolls. So I left some of the juice in there. I squeezed some of the juice out, not all of it. And now we're gonna stir these things together. Now in goes some lemon juice. I like it pretty lemony. Let's see how that works. And next we have some Greek yogurt, about a cup. That should do it. We're going to stir that around. Incorporate it very well. And then we'll give it a taste. And we got to let this sit for a few hours or overnight. I want to see if a whisk will work better. And it does. Here's our tzatziki sauce. Smooth, creamy. So good. So this is going to set. And then we're going to finish up with our egg rolls. And they're going to be yummy. The time has come for us to roll up our egg rolls. Here's our wrappers, our cooled down filling. To help the egg rolls stick together, I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch to some water. And that's going to make it a little stickier than just water. Stir it up. And that is going to help our egg roll wrappers to stay wrapped when we fry them. So let's get on with it. We've got our first wrapper laid out. I like to use the more floury side to water it because that helps stick. So what we're going to do is take our little slurry that we made, and with our fingers, we're going to just go around the edges, hold on to the paper so it doesn't move all over the place. I like to have the pointy ends facing me. Now here comes our filling. We're going to spread it over the center. As evenly as we can. And then up comes the bottom. Then I like to put the sides in, and I like to press right here to make sure that that sticks. Here comes the other side. And now we're just going to tuck and roll until we're nicely rolled up. Make sure the seams are coated and there's nothing open. And here's our first Gyro egg roll. Let's do the rest. Our egg rolls are all rolled up and ready to go. That much filling made 7. And in the background here, we are warming up the Fry Daddy. And when it's ready, we're gonna fry them up. Looks like the oil is ready. Let's get to frying these bad boys. Just gently lower them in, a couple at a time. If you're doing it in a bigger pan, you can do more than that, but This Fry Daddy is deep, but not big. So we're gonna just move these around, make sure they don't stick together. Roll them over occasionally. And when they float to the top, they're done. It's time for them to come out. We're gonna lift them out. No, I think. Here's what we look like. Nicely browned and crispy. We're going on to a paper towel lined plate. And now we're gonna do the rest. Here's our last 2 Gyro egg rolls coming out of the fryer. And now we're gonna serve them up with our Tzatziki sauce. Here we have our Gyro egg rolls, crispy, crunchy, nice and browned. And our Tzatziki is ready to go. So let's get them on a plate and see what they look like on the inside. All plated up, ready to serve. Here's a close-up of what they look like on the inside. Yummy and nice, and they smell so good. And our tzatziki sauce and our little mini martini glass is ready to get dipped in, and let's do that. Thank you for joining me while we made our Gyro egg rolls. Here they are, dipped and ready to go in for a bite. So tasty, and that's why I like to use egg roll wrappers to recycle leftover ingredients, things that are left over from other stuff, and I always have done that. And maybe when I put this on YouTube, I'll share another one of my crazy egg rolls. I've done coconut shrimp, I've done Cubano, I've done all kinds of egg rolls, and this one is brand new for me and brand new. And see you soon.